I am a little bit excited, people. We are back. Lace out back, but more importantly, it's the pre-game discussion, pre-game edition. I'm here. Go D's, Peps, with the Port Adelaide pirate himself, Jamie Wallace. Are you a little bit excited for the single biggest game hitting us this year? I'm excited for tonight, big fella.
I am shooting myself.
You should be, because the D's are on fire.
I'll tell you what, though. I went to the gym today.
Yep.
And I did a bit of a pre-workout pump, so I'm ready to go. You know,
who's going to win tonight, Jamie? Who is going to win? The question we're asking is, who will win? And we're going to dissect this game. We're going to pick the guts out of it, and we're going to have a look at it, and we're going to say who's going to win and by how much, because we've been waiting weeks for this. We have been waiting a long time. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
Me versus you.
Yep.
To get this game under our belts. We went to it last year, and you took it home. We've got already one person here, Steph Buzzer. Steph Buzzer is saying that Port are going to take it. I don't think you're going to be right there. So we're going to have a look at the game. We're going to analyse it like we do. And more importantly, we're going to pick a winner, and we're going to throw it out to our listeners and viewers out there who's going to win this one as well. Rightio, J-Dog, where do you see Port beating the D's this week? You are sitting first on top, but you're in a bit of a slump. You're in a bit of a funk. How do you think you're going to take it out?
Calm down. Funk of one game. Jesus Christ, you are so dramatic. We are going to take it. We are going to destroy your backline. Charlie Dixon's going to kick 6.
Charlie Dixon's going in for 6. Okay. So should we start backlines, your forward line, our backline, and work our way down? And let's just pick this one apart.
All right, quick one. We've got to do it quick.
We'll do this quick. Mate, don't ask me to do something quick, because that's my speciality.
Right.
Alrighty. So let's go into this. All right. So you're saying that the great man Charlie Dixon, he's going to be on his former teammate, the big Stephen May. And I reckon Charlie Dixon is going to have his handful. Stephen May is in fantastic form for the D's at the moment. He is a bigger rig, and he's a genuine backman, and he has not played on a genuine fullback all year, Charlie Dixon. He's been playing on subpar backman, and he's going to be playing on an absolute star in Stephen Crusher May. And I don't reckon Charlie is going to be anything more than 3 goals for tonight.
You're saying that Stephen May is going to pick up over Oscar McDonald? Okay, interesting.
Are you serious?
Why not?
There is no way I'd put Oscar McDonald on Stephen May. No way in hell would I put him on there.
Hey, you guys have been known to throw 5'6" crumbers into ruck to throw games and potentially alter the draft. So it's in Melbourne's wheelhouse.
Absolutely wrong on that one. Absolutely wrong. I will say this, mate. It's coming through. It is coming through on the chats as we speak. Look, it's already coming up. May will destroy Dixon. It's already coming up on the chat. Who wrote that? I did. I did. So he's going to take him out. Who else you got down there? Name somebody else in that forward line that you think is going to take us on.
Oh, I'm telling you, Peps, this is going to be. I think Steph's on the money here. It's going to be 100 points.
It could be 100 points, but there is no chance. No chance. I do like the May versus Dixon battle. What about the one I'm a little bit worried about is Robbie Gray. Who takes Robbie Gray tonight?
Anyone, because he's... Oh, no, because I promised I'd give him a 5-week rest, didn't I?
You did?
Oh, shit, okay. Robbie's just easing into the games. I think that Port could do well with looking for a replacement. But I've given Robbie a 5-week break of me calling for him to be dropped because he kicked the winner 2 weeks ago.
Well, if I had to put my money on who is going to take Robbie Gray tonight, I would be looking at...
Salem?
I reckon Jay Lockhart will be the one to take him. Or maybe Tom Sparrow. It's going to be a challenge for the young fellas. Normally, that would be the Neville Jetta role, but he's been dropped. He's been lacking. He's had some big hits to the head over the last couple of weeks, and I think the D's are just managing with the upcoming, the festival of football that we're going on at the moment. I'd be quite confident to say, though, my friend, that I wouldn't be surprised if he gets off the chain early. They're going to throw probably, maybe, Harmsy onto him.
Yeah.
But if he plays up the ground a little bit, I don't know.
I reckon
he's the one. I'm not worried about Dixon. I'm a little bit worried about.
Harms is the one I'm thinking that would probably go with Robbie Gray, only because Robbie Gray isn't as fast as he once was.
You going? Yep. Okay.
So I'd go Harmsy first. I'd leave Tom Sparrow somewhere in the center, just to give that speed on the outside.
Okay. Who's going to get a Rosie?
Rosie is going to probably be. This depends on where Rosie goes through. If he's going to go through the center, I think he's probably going to be left alone. Maybe an Oliver lockdown role.
Ooh, Rosie to Oliver, you reckon?
Could be, but I think that you're probably going to leave Rosie alone. I think he's probably not going to be a lock for you.
A bit of a threat?
Nah, he's just. I don't know. I don't know where he's going to play tonight.
Okay, I do like the midfield. The midfield is an interesting one here. So, looking at the midfields here, and I'm just going by what's been written up. You've got Langdon, Oliver Sparrow versus Amon Wines Dersma. I do like Dersma. I like the cut of his jib.
Yeah.
And then we look at the rucks. Gawn, Petrarca, Viney versus Laddams, Houston, Boak. Now, Gorney's got a bit to prove after what happened against your mob last year.
Yeah.
When the young blokes gave him a bit of for that one at the G, if you remember.
Yep.
He is going to be looking to make amends for what happened last week.
Yep.
How do you see Gawn? What will happen?
That is the biggest, and I said it on yesterday. Jeez, they're getting us
we've got lots of shows these days, mate.
We've got this week.
We've got more shows than Footy Confidential.
Gawn is the biggest concern to me. Your ruck's the biggest concern because we don't have a genuine ruckman. And we've got Peter Laddams, who's good, but he's not at the Gawn. He's not at Gawn level. And Gawn, let's face it, is at all Australian level. So you can't get better than that.
No, you can't. He's playing some fantastic football, and he's going to be putting it down the throats of Jack Viney, Petrarca, Oliver, Brayshaw when he gets in there.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Throw Melksham. We can even throw, if we're feeling, Tommy McDonald as well too.
I'm not worried about Jack Viney. I'm worried about Petrarca, and I'm afraid that we're probably going to put someone like Dan Houston on Petrarca as a bit of a lockdown, and what that will actually do is stop a bit of our halfback drive, and Dan Houston was one of the reasons why we didn't get beaten by 80 points last week. That's what I'm worried about.
Okay, well, let's have a bit of a chat about the forward talk. Yours versus ours. Forward talk. How do we go with this? Okay, so here's the way that I look at it.
Yep.
They're going to go in, I reckon, with a similar forward line to last week with the D's. They'll have Pickett running around loose. I think they'll have. I wouldn't be surprised if Wiedemann does come. They've got him at centre half forward. He won't play there. He'll go into the full forward line. He's nice and deep. Comes out really quick.
Yep.
They started nicely with Luke Jackson up there as well too. Yeah. So I think that they will go with that sort of roll around. Okay. Those two up front.
Yep.
Hannon runs around nicely, and then you've got Melksham.
Yep.
To play as the core five.
Yep.
You'll then have Tom McDonald. I reckon they'll do a bit of almost a double way rotation, but it's going to be interesting. Normally, Gawn will go down. Mm-hmm. Jackson may be off.
Yep.
And McDonald on to take the ruck.
Yeah.
McDonald down forward. Gawn may be off, and then Jackson to do some ruck. I can see that sort of rotation going.
Yeah.
Just to sort of keep that height down there, because when that worked last week, the concern I have with that is that Tom McDonald is super out of form. He is so far from what he was doing in 2018. It's not funny.
Yeah.
Whether he's going to be able to play deep and mess up that structure that they had last week, I don't want him down there. I'd rather have him up more around the wing half forward and be the link for the other two.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I'd like to see.
Whatever you do, it's a bit interesting one because, like a straight like for like matchup would be a Tom Jonas on a Tom McDonald in terms of like for like body wise size and also speed.
Yep.
And then we'd probably put someone like a Tom Cleary onto the Wiedemann because of the speed of how fast Wiedemann is, especially on that sort of 10 to 15 lead. And Tom Cleary can go with him. My only problem with Tom Cleary is he plays back shoulder. He doesn't play front. So because Sam Wiedemann has that speed, I'm afraid he's just going to get hit up. Like, it's just, I've got concerns across most of these lines about players are going to get exposed.
Oh, I think that, look, I'm actually genuinely excited. I just want to see the midfields go head to head. I want to see Viney and Wines go head to head. I want to see Boak go head to head with Oliver. I want to see the Spunk in relation to Dersmark going ahead. Actually, Boak going ahead with.
I reckon Boak will be going
Petrarca?
head to head with Petrarca or probably Viney. I reckon Petrarca.
Wines will go to. Mate, they're best mates. They punch the living crap out of each other for years when they were growing up. It's just exciting. And then you have a look at the bench. The benches get even better. You've got the bearded Avenger, number 39, Justin Westhoff. We've got Nathan Jones. Yep. We're trying to get Jonesy to 300. You're just trying to get Justin Westhoff. I don't know how he's getting the game at the moment. You're telling me that you've got no one on the list better than him?
Not as someone who can swing as much as he can swing.
Okay. Interesting one. Tom Rockcliffe comes back into the team. If you sort of go like for like, you've got then James Harms to come. Kane Farrell with Luke Jackson and Mitch Georgiades, who you've got a lot of praise for.
Love him.
He's going up against basically Bailey Fritsch. So there is a bit of work to be done there. It's just exciting all round. I love the way that he plays. I love the way that Fritsch gets off the chain. They're kicking let the T's down. Let them down last week.
Yep.
Is it going to happen this week?
Well, Port kicking always lets Port down because we seem to have the best forward 50 and lock and forward time in forward half for the last 3 years, yet we still can't seem to kick a score to win.
Okay. So if we had to go a final word from both teams on this particular one.
Yep.
Who wins? Who dominates? And by how much?
You go first or me?
You go first.
All right. I think it's going to be tight, and I think that Melbourne is probably going to do it because you seem to have more weapons across the field, and I think it's going to be less than 20.
Rightio. Very well said. I'm actually saying Port are going to win this by exactly the same what you said. And I think it's just come down to the fact that we both don't trust either of our teams.
We don't.
We don't trust our teams. Now, what I'm going to do is I am actually having a multi on tonight. I'm doing a multi. I'm doing a multi for tonight. So, Jamie and I are going to put this one together. Rightio. So, we can go a multi. We can go a possessions multi. So, let's pick two players who we think from our teams that are going to pick up 15 possessions each.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm saying Petrarca.
Yep.
And for a bit of value, I'm going with Tom Sparrow.
Okay.
For a bit of value, because I think he's going to be sliding under the radar. But if they get him on a wing, he's going to pick him up quite easily. Thoughts, feelings? What about yourself? Who are you going with?
I would be going for Darcy Byrne-Jones for 15.
DBJ, yep. And who else?
And I'd probably also put in there... I'm going to go Brad Ebert for a bit of value.
BE.
Yeah.
I think I had him in last week, and that was a waste of time.
Wouldn't have, because he was suspended last week.
Was he? Well, it was the week before. All right, let's pick a goal kicker. Let's pick a goal kicker from each team. Let's pick two goal kickers from each team.
Okay.
You can go first.
Just one goal kicker?
Two. Yep, two.
To
an obvious one and an obvious one and a bit of value.
Okay, I'm going to go Charlie to kick one.
Yep.
And my value in that is I'm going to go Hartlett for value.
Hartlett. Okay, well, I'm going with a little bit of I'm going Keziah Pickett
Yep, as an
as
obvious.
my value.
Oh, your value.
Because he's only kicked one goal for the season, or two at the most.
He's only played 2 games.
And
Oh,
I'm going for my other one, M. Gorn.
that's a value.
That's good value there. So we're going Petrarca, Sparrow, Peanut Butter and Jelly, Ebert, Dixon, Hartlett, Keziah Pickett, Max Gorn. We're going in as a multi, an 8-leg multi for that one.
Love it.
Now, what I recommend you do is every single one of you is get on our beautiful Facebook page tonight. Me and Jamie are going to be having a bit of banter about the game, and that's going to continue. I've already had a little bit. I've got my other little bit of banter running around behind me. All I'm going to say, mate, is good luck. Good luck. And what I would recommend is stay tuned on the Facebook page because there could be some celebratory and some frustratory rants coming your way.
I agree, and it's.
You agree?
I do. I don't even know.
Awesome.
I don't even know if I'm going to have a beer tonight because I'm so worried of how that could spiral out of control. Pips.
Doesn't matter. You just got to do what you just got to do, mate. All I'm going to say is this. Fantastic stuff. We've got a new little format tonight, so hopefully it's come through nice and clear. If you want to throw something in the chat, how did it sound? More importantly, stay tuned. It's going to be a massive game. We'll be talking about it on Tuesday night as part of our Tuesday night show and also the podcast. So stay tuned, Jamie. Good luck to you, mate.
You too.
Fingers crossed you lose. And go G's!
See ya. Bye-bye, listeners.